Sunshine Goddess 333. Hot your girl, guys. Yes, baby. Happy, wonderful Wednesday, 10/10 Money Manifestation Day. So we closed that old cycles are closing, yeah. Thank you, God, for revealing and removing. Email me at sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. So a lot of cycles are closing. We're done with the 4/4 portal ritual. We're moving to the 10/10 money manifestation, full moon in Libra, coming this weekend on the 12th. Justice is served, baby. So allow the divine to reveal and remove. It's kind of like a trying time, and it's also a triggering time because you're going to be faced with some principalities, entities that you thought you've overcame, but now you know. Right? But now you know the signs. Now you know. So again, it's giving me an energy where you may have had friends from the past that they left your life or not in your life or not friends with you anymore, and the same problems and issues that they have arise. It's like times 10. Okay, so a lot of them were jealous of you. Okay, a lot of them were insecure about what you had, how you handle life, the things you did, the things you didn't, and that insecurity, that principality of jealousy was making them look at you like you were a problem until you left their life and they're having the same problem. So it was giving me an energy where there's some people that maybe they befriended you because they couldn't stand you and they couldn't figure out why, or somebody told them something about you that they found out wasn't true. But whatever the case may be, whatever this friendship was ended, whether it was a miscommunication, whether it was a disagreement, but they're starting to realize that you were never the problem. So it's like, it feels like a heavy energy where somebody woke up with the realization that you were actually the true friend. And, at some point, I feel as though this person may have thought like, oh, I have other friends, or I have new friends. How many of us have them, right? So again, it's giving me an energy where these new people that they thought, it's so crazy because it's kind of like the same energy, these relationships, the grass is never greener on the other side. They're realizing that some of these friends would never ride for them the way that you've done. They're realizing that some of these friends, they don't give them uplifting support and encouragement and acknowledgement of their success the way you've done. So it's like when they, ended this friendship with you, it could have been a relationship. Spirit just said this part of that is a relationship. But when they ended this friendship with you, they thought that the friends they had, they were going to be better friends. And now they're realizing that they're not. Somebody's going through something where they would just like to hear a kind word from you. Somebody's going through something in life where when they were going through certain things in their life, you were there. You were uplifting. You didn't judge. We listen and we don't judge. But these new friends that they have, or the friends that they thought were better than you, they can't even get a affirmation, a positive thought, a positive quote. It's kind of like they're getting backhand energy from the friends that they thought were better than you. It just given me that somebody really thought they had better friends in you. And on top of that, some of them are actually getting backstabbed by these people that they thought were their new friends. No new friends, so Spirit saying no new friends in reference to that at one point. So it's giving that maybe you weren't aligned with them at some point, but there's a way that you do things and there's a way that you don't. You are allowed space in your life. You're allowed to step away from connections and people and places and get yourself together. But it's giving that whatever they've done, it's like no coming back from what they've done. So I really feel like this energy, this person, these friends that you had, they're in a lot of remorse and regret about the way they treated you, about the things they've said to you, about even allowing other people to interfere in this friendship that they had with you, because they're not getting the support that they needed. They're not getting the support from these other friends that they've got from you, and that's the problem. And some of these people were seasonal, but that was the enemy trying to show this person like everyone that you think is for you is not for you, and that they're seasonal people in their life. So if somebody's just in big regret, it's heavy for them. It feels really heavy because friends, how many of us have them? And now they understand the importance of who you were in their life. It's giving you were sent to this person's life as a blessing, as a friendship as well, and they ruined that. So again, when you left their life and you weren't friends with them and you no longer were around them, it felt like it feels dark. Spirit says that they feel like it's dark, and not in the sense that, yes, life goes on and they still can thrive, but it's that space that you held within your heart for them that was pure. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying. That was authentic. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying. That was genuine. See, you don't come across pure people, genuine. See, these people that they thought they were friends, it's like they were trying to gain something from being their friend or being in their life, whether it was monetary gain. So if somebody got a lot of money, and then they just started befriending a lot of people. When the money's gone, do the honey stays, they're realizing that people were just using them. Maybe they had status. Maybe there's some type of clout. But it's like these things that they've obtained and acquired, it's like it's almost like it's gone. It's like it's gone away. And, they're just reflecting on a time that they were friends with you. And they knew that you were friends with them because you were authentic. And you were friends with them because you guys hit it off really well, and you were aligned in the right places at the right time. So it's like somebody's in a lot of regret, remorse about the way they treated you. And some of these people that ended these friendships, not only did they serve a lot of karma, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And yes, you can end a friendship, but you don't have to belittle people. You don't have to call them out their name. I just really feel like this person, they did a big one on you, and it wasn't necessary to speak to you the way they've done, to say the things they've done to you and really regretting it, because you really held this friendship down. Like, you really were a true blue good friend to this person. And if they could turn back time, maybe they would separate themselves from you, but not in a way that would be harmful or hurtful to you. Like, they went out with a bang for no reason. It's giving you like, Sunshine Goddess, I regret saying these things, because like some things people have done and said to you, they can't come back from. And then you already know that you can't befriend these people. Some of these people who humiliated you, some of these people told your secrets while you still kept theirs. Some of these people went around and slandered your name, and because they needed to feel better about why they actually didn't want to be friends with you. And if they couldn't figure out a reason why, they needed to make one up. They didn't want to look like a hater. They didn't want to look like the jealous friend. Peter had a bad day, right? But Judas had a bad heart. And the thing is, so another part of this energy is some of the people that they belittled you or talked down to or made it seem like you're not this good person or you're not this good friend, they're starting to realize, no, that's this person. They're not the good person. They're not the good friend. So I just really feel like somebody is just in regret, remorse about how they ended a friendship with you. They don't feel good at night about it. There's no sleep for the wicked, and they it's like almost like a punishment, the divine saying, like they punished themselves by messing over someone that was sent to be a blessing in their life. And instead of realizing that Peter had a bad day or whatever the disagreement was, or they're just realizing they could have handled the situation better, because now it's like feels like they're like they don't have much of anything or anyone, and we all have what we need inside, right? But this person's a very social person, and they kind of lean on the acceptance of other people, and that's why God's putting them through a season of loneliness. Like, they have to go through a season and understand that everything you have inside of you is already within there. God's like, well, I gave you the loyal friendships that you were asking for. I gave that to you. I handed it over to you. You asked for a good person, and I give you a good person, and you mess it over out of jealousy, animosity, a financial gain, or just thinking that you could find a better friend than this person. So it's pretty heavy. I just feel like it's heavy when it comes to closing out this cycle, and then of them accepting how they ruined this friendship and relationship. I just feel like they could have just said it. They could have said it a different way, or they could have said, instead of belittling you or they're having a bad day or saying whatever they said, they just could be like, I need some time right now, and I'll get back to you. It's a way. Their lesson here is, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not, and you got to be mindful of the things you say, because some things that people say, they stick forever, and I feel like the divine's replaying back in this person's mind the things that they said to you, when they keep getting visions of you know, the good times that you had, because it just feels like this person ended a friendship with you absolutely off of pure I got other people or jealousy, or it doesn't feel like they ended it because you've done something wrong. It feels like it's just outside principality, and this you know, it's their lesson, you know. So stay true and stay who you are. And remember that even though no one else knows, God knows, right? And God's vengeance is way better than anyone else. And you may want to like get back and clap back, but stay in integrity. That's your lesson when it comes to this relationship with these friends, with these people. And now you know. If you don't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? So I love you guys, 100 Guys crew. Every season of our life requires a different us. So all I would say to you is continue growing in who you are. Continue using your heart. Continue using your discernment, and be of God like to people. You know, you can't help who turns their back on you or how they choose to do it, but you can help, you know, what you do in response to how they treat you. You know what I'm saying? So I love you guys so much. Happy Wednesday, 10/10 Money Manifestation Day. I love you guys so much. Keep your head up and your heart close to God. Email me, sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. Join our full moon ritual in Libra. The scales are balancing out, baby. Yeah, I did it. I'm so proud of you. There's the sun for confirmation. I love you guys so much. Keep your head up and your heart close to God. And I'll catch you guys on my midday mix or my next read, whatever comes first. Mwah.